What's up, everybody? My name's Parasite. Welcome back to the Jose Mourinho Challenge with Sporting. Today we take on Barco SC in the Taca de Portugal. They are a third division club, so this should be pretty high scoring, for us at least. And then we're facing Galatasaray in the league, in the Champions League, at home, needing another win if we're going to stay top of the group and have a chance of finishing top of the group. They've played 2 games in the group stage so far, and they've lost both, to both Rangers and Inter, so being at home especially, we need to beat them. But I'm actually kind of excited for this Burso match. There's some players that you haven't seen before. Some regions are going to start. The first time you'll see a region in a live comm. And yeah, some players you don't get to see them using a different tactic. I'll show you in a sec. We've had a couple games. The results have been good. We have scored an away goal in the league. It can happen. We actually scored 3. We played Boa Vista after that from the Macau match. Beat them 3-1. All 3 came in the first half. Ignacio, Sensi from the penalty spot, and Sesko. They got a goal late, but it was already over. We then played Rangers at home in the Champions League, needing a win, and we crushed them. DK, I said after last episode, after he scored that goal against Inter Milan, he was going to get the start in the next Champions League match, and he repaid me with 2 goals. Sesko getting one as well, good to see, and Nuno Santos getting on the score sheet. We then played Gil Vicente at home, and we smashed them 3-0. Malo Gusto getting his first goal for the club. Storloff getting a goal, and Sesko getting another goal from the penalty spot. So that leaves these 2 matches. And I want to show you this tactic. It's something I've been kind of working on behind the scenes with different saves, and I haven't tested it a lot. I've tested it very little, actually, but it looks like it would be good. So we'll see. I mean, there's not a whole lot to lose here. Like, I don't think no matter what tactic we put out, we should be able to beat this team. Obviously, it's a heavily rotated squad, but there's still some really good players out there. But let me show you this tactic. I think you might like it. It's different. So this is the tactic. Asymmetrical, kind of like a 4-3-3. We've got a defensive winger on the left-hand side, an inverted wingback on attack on the left-hand side. Inside forward, shadow striker. Nothing else is really crazy, but just kind of, yeah. I mean, I wanted to open up space for this inverted wingback, so I've moved what would have been the center midfielder up to an attacking midfielder, so he can kind of lurk into this space. And I felt like we needed cover behind him because he's going to be getting so far forward. So I played a defensive winger on the left. I wanted some good width on this right-hand side, so I moved him up a little bit, played him as a wing-back support. I'm telling him to stay wider. So, I basically, when I made this tactic, I wanted to have 2 players on either side to create the width, and I want runs from just everywhere. So, we've got Santos for the width on this side, Escaio for the width on this side. We've got an inside forward cutting in, a center mid support kind of linking up the deep line playmaker defend and the attack, and then Regens is the inverted wing back. And it looks crazy, but I think it would work. Like, we've got some goal score threats, and Gonzalez up top, the first regen you're going to see on a live comm. Guilherme Santos, who we've given a face to. You might also notice Gonzalez has a face. Because we're starting him for this match, some regions are going to make their live comm debut. I decided, let's give them faces. So I used the Zealand face pack, and all the regions in the game now have faces. That's Oscar Gonzalez. Some other players you might see today, Daniel Weigel, there he is. German Riviniera, there he is. And I think there's one more. Yeah, Gonzalo Balanta. There's Gonzalo Balanta. So our regions all have faces now. And Guilherme Santos, I thought if the regions were getting him, might as well give one to Guilherme Santos. That's his real face, though. That's a real player. That is actually Guilherme Santos. So the instructions I built this as like a possession style tactic. So the instructions are to that effect. So we're going positive, much shorter passing, much lower tempo. I'm playing extremely wide though. I want to use the entire pitch. Playing out of defense, working the ball in the box. This one you can tick off depending on who you have up top really. If we had like Sesko up top, I might not do work the ball into the box. But for having Oscar Gonzalez, I think that's going to be the good idea. So that's what we're going with there. Defensively, I want to roll it out, mainly because I wanted to distribute either to the playmaker, center back, or fullback. So this is the way to do that. I feel like you can find any of them. I think they'll be fine. Like our fullbacks, obviously we've got an inverted wing back who's naturally a midfielder, so he'd be good on the ball. Our center backs are good on the ball, and deep line playmaker dropping in between could be an option as well. So I wanted to have all those options available. Possession's been lost, counter press, kind of obvious. You want to get the ball back as soon as possible if you're going to hold on to it for as long as possible. Nothing particular in counter or hold shape. If all you care about is possession, then maybe you hold shape, but I want a little bit of an attacking threat. And then out of possession, Extremely high defensive line, extremely high line of engagement, all the pressing, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, offside trap, and actually stay on feet. That might seem a little odd, but basically when I'm playing such a high line, I don't want these defenders getting stuck in. Because if they dive in for a tackle and they miss, they're through on goal. So I want them just to kind of hold off the defenders and let other players get back in defense. So stay on feet I thought made sense. So that's the tactic. Sorloth is playing as an inside forward. We don't really have, like, where is he? Oh, he's not even on the... Tabata could play there, but I wanted to completely rotate. I didn't want to start a single player that's going to start in our Champions League match. Spoiler, none of these guys are going to start in the Champions League. So, yeah, that's why I went with this lineup. Hopefully it'll work. If not, they can actually move, like, these exact same players can move back to our diamond and play it fine. Like, Sorloth up top, like, it works out. I checked. It all works out. Everyone can play in a normal 4-4-2 diamond. So, if we start off and they dominate us, we can switch. But I'm just really excited to try this tactic out. And no better time than now. Let's get to it. We're doing well and we're on a good run. So let's keep that going, shall we? I know we're doing something a little bit different today, but I thought today gave us a good opportunity to experiment. Saying that, I still expect the same of every single player on this pitch. We know we have the quality advantage, so go out there and show it. First highlight, 3.5 minutes in. Looks like it's going to be a free kick for us. Who's going to take this? We have not scored many direct free kicks, like maybe 2. And there's another one. Nuno Santos puts in the back of the net. Got to feel for Burso a little bit. Like, that's the last thing they needed for us to score a set-piece goal. But hopefully that's going to be the first of many. 26 minutes in, free kick. Nuno Santos going to the back post. Gonzalez can't quite get there. And they're going to look to play it out of the back, but only as far as Bragança, who finds a Sugo. Playing that deep line playmaker role, not ideal for him, but he can do it. His passing's okay. His mental ability is pretty decent, so I think he'll be fine in that role. I just really wanted to play him, so he's playing. Gonzalez making his live comm debut. Sorloth. Oh, that is some unideal goalkeeping. You can tell he's a third division goalkeeper because that should never have gone in. Sorloth with a little bit of a gift there. Another highlight. Gonzalez is going to head it on to no one. So Burso are going to start building from the back. Junior on the ball. Back to Vieira. We are pressing high. We're pressing intensely. So they shouldn't be able to just hold on to the ball in their defense. But they're doing pretty well to, for their first attack of the game. However long it lasts. They go back to their goalkeepers and start playing it out from the back again. Find Correa in a little bit of space. Their left back. Looking to find Brima, but we nearly intercepted. They're playing the ball around like freaking Barcelona. What is this? Junior on the ball finds Ben down this left flank. Our right flank. Gonna look to attack. Who is this? Who's our right back right now? Escayo. Looks to attack him, and they have a goal. Their first shot, I'm assuming. First shot on target. They've actually had 5 shots. That's not ideal. We've dominated possession, but we should not be giving them that many chances. Just a terrible job by Escayo. Just dribbles around him like he's not even there. You got dribbled around by a third division player. You should be embarrassed. And then no one's tracking the runner. Pretty awful goalkeeping by Carnesecchi. Never in a trillion years should you be beaten at the near post by a guy that's standing on the near post. And Sorloth hits crossbar again, but he was offside. Looks like we're going to go to halftime with only a 2-1 advantage. That was, considering the quality advantage we have, that was pretty awful. I don't like what I just saw from this team. I don't care what division they're in. If you don't do your job, they can and will score. And we just saw that. I've said it before. We have to play with the same sort of work rate and desire, no matter who we're facing. And I did not see any of that in the first half. First highlights of the second half is going to be a goal kick, 49th minute. They're going to go long looking for their striker. We headed back to Carnesecchi. Now, play it short. I've told him to play short. He finds a Escayo. Very good. Escayo's going to go back to Ampadu. Find a Sugo. Back to Ampadu. Into Ugarte. As that center mid support. Sorloth picking it up and cutting inside. Opening up space for that wing back. Ugarte looks for a ball over the top. Santos is going to get there. Defensive winger looking to get to the byline and put in a cross. Goes to the back post. Sorloth, a little bit too far for anyone, but Sorloth brings it down. Eventually finds his way to Sugo. Ugarte. Back to Bragança. As that inverted wing back might get a shot off. Instead, he's going to look for a cross, it looks like. Does back post. Sorloth, basically unmarked. And basically a tap in. We get our third. And it took 5 minutes. I'm not happy with just that, though. I want to score at least 5. 70th minute, they have a corner. Going to put it in towards the near post. Easy save for Carnesecchi. I've made one change so far. I brought on Weigl to play that center mid support role. See if he does well in his debut. Kurnoseki's going to look to just play it short. Good. A lot of times, if you tell them to play it short, roll it out, they end up kicking it long no matter what anyway. So good to see they're actually listening to my instructions right now. Playing it between our defense, Ampadu doing pretty well. They're not really pressing our center backs that much. I mean, you can see it right there. So Fran just has time to just sit on the ball and wait. Guilherme Santos finds Bergantia. Back to Asugo. Back through our defense. It's very good in terms of holding the ball and, dominating possession. What's our possession stat right now? 63. I probably want a little bit more. High 60s I feel a lot better about, but not bad, considering we've never really been a possession team. Weigl finds Sorloth through on goal. Could get his first assist, and he does. Daniel Weigl, his debut game, and he gets a debut assist. I mean, that's pretty good. That was a pretty good pass for a guy that I don't know really if he's ever going to be a midfielder or a right back. He can do both at a pretty high level. And today he's playing center mid, and Sorloth, very good finish there. 81st minute, we're going to have a highlight. Made another change. Actually completely changed the formation around. Just kind of swapped sides for all the players. I wanted to bring on Gonzalo Balanta. He's a right-footed left winger primarily. So I brought him on there. Just swap players around. Weigl's gone to right defensive winger. Santos has gone into shadow striker. Guilherme Santos moved back to center mid support. And then the fullbacks just kind of switched their roles. So, yeah, not a lot has changed. But, just bring on another region. And I think no matter what happens this highlight, I'm going to bring on our last. We had 3 regions on the bench. I kind of wanted them all to get some game time. So Rivdiniera is going to come in as that left wing back. I can't actually move Bergantia somewhere else because he's actually relatively fit. Sugo's absolutely shattered, as is Ampadu, but I don't really have... Obviously can't move Bergantia to center back, but he can play that deep line playmaker role. So I will sub off Sugo, bring in Rivdiniera. Ampadu will just have to deal with it, I guess. I assume there's only 3 subs. Yeah, okay. All right, let's see what happens this highlight. Another goal would be very nice. Balanta on the ball. If he can get a debut goal, that'd be even better, but a pretty poor shot. Literally nothing behind it. 2 minutes left of added time. Looks like it's going to be a 4-1 victory. I mean, they had 15 shots, 8 on target. If they were actually any good, this would have been a game. So, I know it's the first time using this tactic. I literally just added it on this day. So they don't really know it at all. Maybe I can blame that, but I don't know. Defensively, that was not good enough. That team should not have that many chances against us. We've played top division clubs who've had 1 shot in the entire game. So defensively, that was not very good. Going forward, a little bit better in the second half. Sorloth gets his hat trick from inside forward. Not bad. Nice work, everyone. That was good. I thought we looked really good in possession today. We looked good and comfortable on the ball and made good decisions. And going forward, we created a decent number of chances. I'm happy with that. But defensively, there's a lot we need to work on when we play this way. Burso created way more chances than they really should have. If that was a better team, this would have been a much more competitive game. Ultimately, we get a comfortable win. The performance, a lot to be desired, but, I don't know who to blame it on, whether it was the players, but I think everyone that played in that match is top division quality, and they're a third division side, so we should have played better. Obviously, that tactic's not ready for the top division, so we're not going to be throwing it out there in any game that has any importance, but just something I want to keep on the sides, train a little bit, and let's see if we can pull it out every now and then. But going forward, we're definitely still playing this diamond, looking to play high tempo, looking to attack. Definitely going to do it against Galatasaray as well, and we're going to have a much better squad out there. I want another good performance and another win. And we are back to play Galatasaray. That last match, obviously pretty different in terms of personnel and tactic, but we're back to the same old today. DK, after scoring that brace in the last Champions League match against Rangers, is going to get the start again next to Sesko. Other than that, pretty much the expected starting lineup. Tellez is going to get the start at left back. Isaac Berban-Johannesson, with that injury, is out for another 3 to 4 weeks, so we'll miss him for a little bit, but Tellez, hopefully he'll be good today. Got Bergantia on the bench as well, in case we need him, but backline, to be expected. Malagusto at right back has been good for us to start this season. And our midfield, kind of to be expected. I don't think I need Sensi for this match. If we do, he can come in, but you know what? I don't think we really should need set pieces to get the win here today. Hopefully put in a good performance. We need to show everyone that their recent praise is justified. Put on a real show out there. The world is watching. Show them what you're capable of. Are you hopeful of our performance today? I think we've had a good build-up to this match, and we look primed to perform. What's thinking about a sudden change in tactical style during what's been a good run of form? We're going back to what we normally do. You should have asked me that last game. If you don't act, then you have to react. I think I'll be proactive to doing this one right now. If you don't change your... Dude, you just asked that question. Literally the exact same question. I'm not going to answer it twice. Galatasaray have a throw in about 13 minutes in. They're going to look to build from the back. Nelson on the ball. I just saw Leipzig played a match, I think, against Young Boys, and they beat them 8-0. Good Lord. They're looking to play from down this right-hand side. Leipzig obviously a team we beat in our semifinal run. But they're obviously pretty good this year. Young Boys aren't the best team, but still, that's impressive. Galatasaray are looking to be impressive, though. Playing down this left-hand side, they've been pretty good on the ball. Ruan steals it, though. Not a very good pass, and we make him pay for it. Now we need to make him pay for it with a goal. DK heads it on to Sesko. Back to João Palhinha. DK dropping a little bit deeper. He's going to find Pedro Gonçalves with a very good ball. Tough angle. He's going to go for the chip. Okay, Pedro. I feel like he's tried maybe like 20 of those, and that's the first one to come off, but you know what? Keep trying. That was a hell of a shot. DK with a very good pass as well. He's not seen to be much of a passer, but that is a very good pass, and that is a just perfect chip. Pedro Gonçalves with his first goal of the season. 43 minutes in, this might be the last highlight of the first half. We have absolutely dominated. I think we have 14 shots, and Galatasaray have 1. And keeper just gets there. Pedro Gonçalves not quite quick enough to get on the end of that. Looks like they're going to try to put a ball long, see if they can win this header. Ignacio does, though, and heads it down to Alex Tellez. Had a pretty good game so far today. After that absolute shocker against Inter, I'm glad to see him playing decently well in the Champions League. That ball went to no one from Tabata, but they're going to still have to try to build something here. They're going to go back to their goalkeeper, and he's going to go long again. It didn't work last time. Is it going to work this time? It's a little bit closer. Vicic does well to come out and get to it, though. And we're looking to attack again. Tabata on the ball. Palhinha looking for a ball over top to Sesko, who brings it down well. Gets past his man. Has a chance. Through on goal. And it's 2. João Palhinha with a very rare assist. That might be his second or third of the series. I'm not even kidding. He does not get many assists. That's a very good ball over the top. It's Sesko. Look at the pace. Absolutely torches that defender. I think that's Koray Gunter. I think that's his name. Koray Gunter, something like that. I don't know, but he absolutely got toasted. Looks like there's going to be one more highlight, though. This certainly is going to be the last highlight. And hopefully, for us, it's not a highlight for Galatasaray. Every time they've looked to attack, though, they've given the ball away once they made it up to their strikers. Not this time, though. Birkin's played through. We need a save here. And we get it. Good save. Tellez is going to look to, run it clear. And we might look to attack. DK's going to get there. I didn't think that was a good ball at first, but DK gets on it. Good ball to Sesko. Good save, but I think Sesko was offside. And he was. That should be the end of the half. I'm assuming that's the end of the half. Absolute domination. 17 shots, now 18 shots, 10 on target to 2-2. I mean, the fact we only have 2 goals from 10 shots on target, either their goalkeeper is a god or we have not been good enough in front of goal. It's important to stay focused in the second half. Don't allow complacency to creep in. I'm very happy with what we were able to do in all phases in that first half, though. But momentum can change at any moment. Stay locked in. First highlight of the second half is 55 minutes in. Every single kick from their goalkeeper so far, barring I think one, has just gone right back to us, and this one is no different. Pedro Gonçalves eventually picks it up, looks to run down this right-hand side, puts in the ball for Sesko. He's got a lot to do here, but he's going to pull the ball back. Tabata on the edge of the area. I think that took a deflection, because it went complete opposite direction of where the goalkeeper dove. So I think that hit off a Galatasaray defender. I'm assuming so, at least. Either that or their goalkeeper made 8 saves in the first half and had an absolute howler to start this half. Let's see this. Sesko, nice pullback to find Tabata. Yeah, hits off the chest of whoever this is. That name again. Little bit lucky, but we've dominated. We deserve to win this match. I'll take it. Getting ready to make a substitution, but instead we have a highlight. It's another kick from their goalkeeper that goes right back to us. They should probably, try to not do that. But I know what. Keep doing it. I don't care. Can lead to more goals for us. Tellez on the ball. He's going to find DK. He's done pretty well this game. I'm very, very happy with what I've seen from DK. He's held the ball well. He's made some good passes. Malagusto, a chance for his second goal. And that's the nail in the coffin. They're not coming back from that. I don't care how much time's left. 4-0, dominant victory. We did better today than we did against Burso. I know we're playing our main tactic that we're really familiar with, and it's our first team, but still, this is Galatasaray. We still should have done better that last match. Gusto does well scoring that, though. Not the best finisher at a right back position, but did well there. Looks like that's how it's going to end. 4-0 to us. After that fourth goal, I pulled everything back, changed the formation a little bit, just so I could bring on Santos for Sesko. Went to hold on to the ball. We've actually done pretty well for possession this match, 56%, even though we played our attacking tactic. Possession was pretty good. We held on to the ball for the last 10 minutes, wasted time, and nothing happened. A deserved victory over Galatasaray in dominant fashion. Very, very well done today. That was an excellent win. That is the kind of full 90-minute performance I've been looking to get from you. Let's keep it going. Morale seems really high right now. How far can it take you? If we can build on these good times, I'll be very happy. Good morale is so important. What a goal that was by Pedro Gonçalves. It was absolutely brilliant. What a great goal. Can you explain Daryl Dike's bad day in front of goal? To miss those chances in the first place, you have to get into the positions, and I'm happy with that. The goals will come. I thought other than, goal scoring, he played really well today. Inter did beat Rangers, kind of as expected. What was the result? 4-1, so, yeah, they dominated Rangers about as much as we did. They actually scored late, Rangers that is, and Inter scored even later. 93rd minute for Leao to get the fourth goal. But we dominated Galatasaray today. That sets us up extremely well to get through this group and puts us in a good position if we can get a result against Inter at home to win it. Benjamin Sesko gets man of the match, goal and an assist, won 91% of his headers, won 11 headers. He did not play very well against Inter. These are the kind of performances we're going to need to see from him if we're going to have a chance of winning the Champions League. Well done. Now who we're playing next? It's going to be another Champions League match, and it's going to be against Rangers. We've seen Galatasaray. We haven't seen Rangers yet. We've seen Inter. So we're going to see Rangers again, and we've got Benfica as well. So actually 4 really tough games. Well, I don't know if you can count the Rangers as really tough, but 3 really tough games in a row. Include Rangers being in the Champions League. That's never easy, but Rangers, Benfica, Porto, Inter. That is a tough run. So yeah, next episode will be Rangers and Benfica. Hopefully we can get 2 wins. We beat Benfica both times out last year, and hopefully by then we'll still have the unbeaten season, the back-to-back unbeaten season on. That'll be the first big spot where we could lose that. So hopefully we get a win. I'll see you then. If you made it this far, why don't you like the video, subscribe, and click the bell. The links to all my socials and my Twitch are in the description. I really appreciate all your support. Thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time.